Hello everyone. As promised, we will be now dealing with adapters. Adapters are really helpful when we want to display some information or anything that we want to display in a particular pattern. So I made an app and I'm going to show this app to you guys. I hope you find somewhat meaningful. So I've basically written down all the restaurant names which I visit, and what this small app does is that when I click on one of them, it gives me the image for the respective click and also the toast that appears, right? So I keep working on different apps, and I felt that this is something which people might be interested in. So I made this small app so as to discuss the adapters with you. So before we proceed further to start typing our layout or start coding, let us first discuss what is this layout going to be. I mean, let's take a guess what all it can be. Can these be five text views aligned one after the another? Possibly, it is quite a possibility, but in that case, it will be a very tedious thing to do and it will take us a lot of time. And then when we already have a facility called adapter, why not utilize it? So, but still, this is a text. It seems like text written down. So, and this is an image for sure, right? So let me just tell you, what exactly this is. This is actually a list view. A list view helps us to list down items in a list fashion. These are text views as part of that list, and then of course there's this image view, right? So now let's move and start making our layout. First things first, I will change this to linear layout. And then I will also change its orientation to vertical. Here I will remove the default hello world and introduce my list view here. This will be match parent and this will be wrap content. I will give it an ID as rest list because we're talking about restaurants. That's it. Yeah. And then I will also put an image here because as you remember we had put the image below the list. IV. All right. This is done. Let us see how does this look. Yeah, so basically a list view gave us this facility to list down items as a list, and we cannot see the image view right now because list view assumes that it's going to occupy the entire space, but as we start giving the restaurant names to them to the list, then obviously it will reduce in size. And image view is right now here because we haven't actually given any image to image view, so as of now it is taking only this much space because we had given wrap content to it, if you remember, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my, this is activity main. Another thing, for each and every participant in this list I will have to define another text view, right? So that's how a list view works. You define a list view and then you also have to inform Android that what each constituent or each participant of this list is going to look like, right? So I will go to my layouts and right click, new layout XML. All right, and here I will type I will type let's say text. Okay, and here instead of linear layout, because I have to give root XML tag for the new file, I will say text, and Android Studio will do rest of the job for me. Okay, let's see how does it look. Yeah, text view is there, right? So I have this ready. Now I need to work on this. Here, two things are already there, match parent, which is fine. I just need to include couple of more things. One is ID, and ID will be, let's call it label. Text size. It's good to give a text size here because we want to basically give a, have a good conspicuous list. It should be visible like a list. And then style would be, not style, we'll type text style. Text style would be bold. Let's keep it bold. And then we also need to give some padding here, otherwise the list will look very cluttered. So this is done. We're done with our text view also. Now we'll not be able to see anything here as of now because we have not really given any text here, which we should not also, because we are going to deliver our text dynamically while we code, right? So this is activity main, this is text, and now we can proceed to our main activity, which will help us do things. So here we see it's a normal main activity. We just need to start working on it. So first thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to create a string array which will have the names of all the restaurants, because that's how I will deliver the names of the restaurants to my program. So I'll write KFC, McDonald's, Pizza Hut. Oh, wait a minute. Because it's a string array, it would take only strings and no variables. Starbucks and Subway. We should also take care of our obesity, right? So let's also name Subway here. So names of the restaurants are in place. Now I will start making an array which will basically contain the images of all these restaurants. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to, because it's an image, right? I cannot make an array. Obviously, I mean, if you really want to make an array image of an array of an image, then you can do it. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to list down all the drawable IDs of all these pictures that you see below list, from where these images are being drawn, right? So just wait and watch and you'll understand what I'm doing. r.id dot sorry r dot drawable dot kfc r dot. So I wrote down all the IDs, drawable IDs of all the restaurants. Now I will also declare a variable to handle the image view. In the onCreate method, activity main is already there. Here I will define where exactly my image view is. IV is, I picked this from my activity main. Here is my image view, right? So this is what I wrote down there. And then I will introduce adapters view We're going to use an array adapter. Adapters are also of a lot of kinds, and we are going to use an array adapter. Array adapter because we are using arrays. Array adapter is equal to we called a class of array adapter, and then we used ADA. We made an object named as adapter. New array adapter. We will also mention that we're going to deal with strings here. It's a good practice and required also. We pass on the context, and here I will be giving the idea of layout, which I designed as text. You remember I made this because this is exactly where the text will be showing up, right? So I will type here text, comma, rest array. So this is the syntax. Now rest array, what is rest array? Rest array is this, right? So that's how I pass it on as an input parameter. After that, I call a list view, make an object of it, and define where exactly my list view is. Let's check. Yeah, this is fine. And I will close this. Oh, one thing which we missed here is that this entire thing has to come within the onCreate method, because we will be requiring all this set while the activity loads itself. So what I will do is I will go and include this in onCreate method and continue my coding. After this, I will do list view dot set adapter, and I'll mention the same adapter here. Then let's see list view dot set on item click listener. This. Now what is it saying? It's saying that it cannot be applied to so yeah, so it is telling me that it cannot apply this set on item click listener here until unless I implement the interface, which is this. So let us do that. Fine. Now I've done this. This is fine. Now it is accepting it. So this is done. Now the only thing which is remaining is the on item click. So once you click it, then what happens? I want a toast to be created, so I will do that, and I will mention rest array position, and after that I also want to make sure that my image view is given an image, not image bitmap, but image resource, which is rest image position. Right now let's close the brace and we are done. Let's run this app and see how does it look. Yeah. Everything's fine. Great. So now we are done with our first adapter. Now in the next session we will be dealing with the second adapter. There are a lot of other adapters as well, but in the next session we will see what do spinners do. See you till then. Bye bye.